everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. God, Board Game Geek, bringing you our next episode of our playthrough of Conan, the board game. And this is the scenario is called Red Dawn. We are raiding, or actually we're defending ourselves after staying in a village that is now being raided by Picts. And I'm going to tell you that the heroes are not doing a great job, and they're getting kind of beat down here. Not sure how well this is going to go. They're supposed to get out of the village, but I don't know if they can. They're getting whooped. Well, some of them are getting whooped. Conan's in kind of bad shape, actually, but we'll talk about that in a minute, because I do want to talk about a correction. Okay, so let's go over here. I'm going to borrow Conan for a moment, even though he's not in this space. If I put Conan here, I'm going to talk about the ability of it's called wall breaker. Is that what it's called? I think, yeah. Anyway, to do that, it requires 2 extra movement, so it's actually 2 plus 1, so it'd be 3 to get to there. I'm not going to correct it. I'm just going to tell you what it is, so when you play, you get it. So Mr. Conan here, who's still not finished painting, but he's doing pretty good shape there. I got some details starting to head into him. He is there with those hyenas up there. He's probably going to get whooped. He is in bad shape. And he really can't even afford to take a long rest, or long rest, I'm thinking D&D, a passive stance this turn, so we're going to see how that goes for him. Anyway, let's get started. We're going to start with the start phase of the hero's turn and see what we can do. Okay, first thing we do is you got Shavadas up here. By the way, I just want to remind you that he did get a new item, the paring dagger. That's pretty good. And so for this phase, all we're really going to do is take these and these gems and put them down in his fatigue zone. Same with Conan. Same with Valeria. Okay, so now we have to pick our stance. Now, Shavadas, he is definitely going to keep an aggressive stance. He's got too many combatants with him. So we're just going to only, unfortunately, move, it's 2? It's 2, yeah, 2 gems over to that area. So he's only got 4 this turn. Conan, as bad off as he is, almost has to take a passive stance. So he's going to do that so we can get 3, 4, 5 over into his pool. And Valeria is going to take an active stance. She's going to get 2 more into her pool, and that's where we're going to leave off as we head into the action round for this turn. So the problem I've left the heroes in is that they're all separated, and they can't help each other. And so there's these blocking mechanics in the game that are stopping them from being able to get out of here without spending a ton of extra movement. They only have 2 movement. So for her just to get out of here is going to cost her fatigue. And if she was trying to get to Conan, it would be horribly expensive for her to get up there and get to him. So I do believe that we're going to have to take these guys down and then try and move. So we're going to start with Valeria. And her first action, she's got a sword, which is good. She does have a weapon. That's a good thing. She is going to spend 1, I think, so that the regular dudes, they have 1 armor. So she has to get 2 hits to kill them. So right now she's going to spend 1 fatigue, or 1 gem, to attack one of the green guys there. We're going to hit them first. Now with her sword, that is going to give her an orange die, and she has an orange die for her attack. So we're going to get 2 orange dice. I'm just double checking. Yeah, and also this little symbol means that she can get a reroll on it as well. But anyway, let's do that. So here's her die, and we're going to see if we can kill these guys. Well, she got 2 hits. That's enough. Now I have to decide. Now that the Overlord really blew his wad last time and spent all his gems, so he cannot actually even defend this turn. So this guy is dead. Now, right now, she could move out of that space without any penalty. Well, I take it back. She needs 2, so it'd take her an extra point still to move there. So she needs to keep going. She's going to spend 1 more gem. Now, she can only spend 3 on fighting. So she's going to spend 1 more gem, try and take this guy out. Wow, a total whiff. Look at that. That's bad news. So what's she going to do? She will spend a gem on a reroll. She'll reroll one of these, see if she can get a 2. If she doesn't, she gets a 1. Not enough to kill him. And we're running low. We got 3 gems left. Oh, yeah. What is she going to do? I think she's going to have to wait right there. I really do. I don't think she's going to be able to do much else. Let's stop for her for a moment. We'll go on to Shavadas. One of the things I like about the game is you can actually break up the turns just to try and gauge how you're going to do elsewhere. So Shavadas is actually, he's got now a parrying dagger, which does give him a yellow die on attacks as well as his base die. So he gets a orange gem as well when he attacks. He's unfortunately got two big dudes in front of him. So he can spend 4 total gems on attacks. He's only got 4 gems because he needs to rest. He's going to spend 2 to try and take one of these guys out. Now that means he's going to get he's going to get 2 orange dice and a yellow die for his dagger. So here's his attack dice. Let's see if he can pull this off. He does not actually. He needs a reroll. I think he has one. Hold on just a sec. He can absolutely reroll the yellow die and see if he can get another hit. That's what that symbol means. He does not. So he has so far not killed this guy. He used his reroll already. He's only got 2 gems left. Does he try to reroll again? And he could reroll the other orange die. All he needs is 1 hit. So I think he's going to have to do that. He's going to spend 1 on a reroll. And he's going to reroll this. Now he's only got 1 gem left. So not this. He's going to reroll this rather. Let's see what he can do here. 1. Okay, that's actually all he needed. So he does take that guy down. But that was a really rough fight. He's only got 1 gem left. I think he's going to hold on to it for defense against the guy that's in the space with him. Because it really depends on what the Overlord activates. He's not going to be able to activate a whole lot because he's only going to have 5 gems total. If he wants to keep any for defense, well, it could be another story. So let's go back to Valeria because she did have a hit, and I just remembered something. Her sword does actually have a reroll. So she spent a reroll, but we're going to just use the reroll that's from her sword. Now, how do I know that that's the case? Because see that little, it's not everything has that little arrow. That little arrow actually is identified as a reroll. Now, if it just has a die, it doesn't get the reroll. But she gets 1 reroll. Let's see, 2. That's going to be enough to do it. So we are going to take this clown off the board. He is done. Valeria now still has 3 gems and 2 movement left. So she could get over to here to take these guys out. That would take her entire movement. She's so far got free movement, but it might help her get closer to Conan. I really think this is a wise decision, especially since it's very likely that the Overlord's going to activate those orange guys, the orange-based picked hunters anyway, because they're the cheapest one he's got. So she's going to do that. She'll spend her 2 free movement to go to there. She's got 2 more gems. She can only do 1 more attack though, so she's going to attack 1 more time with 1 gem. And she's going to try and get one of these guys and see if she can do it. Yes, she did. She got a 2 hits, so she took out one of those guys. And that's exactly what she's going to do. She did quite a bit of damage that turn. That was good. So we haven't actually activated Conan yet because he is passive. The only thing he can do is defend and reroll. So that's going to really be the end of our actual turn for the heroes. It's pretty rough. So we're going to go to the Overlord now. I'm going to collect the dice off the table. We'll go to the Overlord and take his turn. Okay, he didn't have any dice up here, so the start of turn, he's got nothing to pull down into his zone here. The next thing, and I'm not going to forget it this time, is that we take the marker and we move it up 1. So we are on turn 5 of 8 now. And then we are going to take the 5 gems, which is indicated here. And we're going to move over, so there's 3, 4, 5 that he gets to spend this turn. What's he going to do this turn? Well, first off, he's going to activate Zogar Sog. Now, Zogar Sog can move 3, and I may move him 1 extra. We'll see. Let's go to the table. Okay, here is Zogar. He's, again, I started painting him. I'm nowhere near finished with him. I just got base stuff on him right now. He's going to move 1, 2. Remember, he's got 3 movements, so he's still got movement left. The Overlord is going to spend 1 more of his gems on movement, which I'm going to show you, you'll see in a minute, to go through here. He needs 2 to get in because he got to go through the tent flap. He's going in there to fight our guy. Which means he's in the space and he's going to get to attack. His attack is 2 orange dice. Pretty bad against Shavadas, and Shavadas has only got 1 gem to defend with. So let's see what he gets. So Shavadas is going to take 2 hits. So obviously he's going to spend his gem on defense. It's the last one he's got. And he does have this, so he's going to get a yellow die and an orange die to defend against. That's not great, but let's see what he can do. Oh, did he do? He did it! He succeeded in defending against Zogar Sog. So he blocked, he parried the attack with his dagger, and that is going to be the end of that. Now, we got 3 gems left. What are we going to do with them? So one thing that does happen is this goes to here, and we put Zogar Sog in the back. Now these guys only cost 1, these orange guys, but there's only 1 orange dude left on the board. There are 2 green guys left on the board, so we're going to activate them for 2, and then we'll keep 1 over for defense or reroll. So we're going to take these guys back, we're going to take the green guys and do something with them. So this guy here is going to spend his activation to light this building on fire and put 2 fire tokens on there. That, you know, he could do it here. No, he'll do it here. I don't remember if I gotta look at the scenario and see if the heroes the bad guys actually take the damage too. I'm not sure. So this is again, this is the adventure Red Dawn. So I'm going to flip through the book and see if I can find Red Dawn. I don't remember where it is. Okay, Red Dawn. Let's see. So the burning thing, when a picked warrior, picked hunter is activated. Okay, that's. Oh, we don't automatically get it. I have to roll a hit. So he's going to attempt to light it on fire. Let's see. He fails, actually. He did not get that. He failed and was unable to light that on fire, but that is then a waste of his movement because he cannot move. However, this other gentleman over here, he is going to do the same and use his movement to put another fire. He'll put a fire on this hut here. He fails again, so he didn't do it. You got to roll a yellow die to get it. Now, then he's going to attack Valeria. Now that those guys have 2 yellow dice, he's attacking Valeria. Valeria does have 2 gems to defend with. And oh, big hit right there. 3 hits on Valeria. She's going to spend a gem on defense. That's going to give her an orange and a yellow die to defend with because of her sword. And she does get a reroll on the yellow die if she fails. So here's her roll. She got 2, so she's blocked all but 1. She's going to take the reroll here, and no. So she is going to take a damage. You know what I forgot to do? Not that it matters. All of these that were already out need to go back. I'll do that with Shavadas too, because all of his should have already gone back, except for the one that he used to defend himself with. So, and she used the one to defend herself with as well. Anyway, she takes another wound. She is hurt. Okay, that was it though. That's the end of the Overlord's turn. He's got 1 gem left. That's all he's going to do. So at the end of his turn, this one's going to go into the fatigue zone, and we're going to get back around to the hero's turn. Okay, so at the start turn, all of these go down into their fatigue zone, and then we're going to decide their stance. Now, Shavadas has no gems, but he's got guys on him, as does Valeria. She could take 2. They could just take it and keep fighting, but I also want it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. So I think they're all going to take an aggressive stance. That means they're all going to get 2 back, so he's only got 2, and it's almost a waste. That means he can only hit one of those guys, and both of them are pretty tough. I think we're going to actually he's going to take a passive stance and get 5 gems back to defend himself with if he needs them. Okay, then Conan is just going to get these 2, and that's all the gems that he's got. And then Valeria down here, she's going to take an aggressive stance too. She's going to have a total of 3 gems to go at it this turn, and then we're going to get started with their actions. I think we're going to go with Conan first. So Conan's a beast, but he also sees that the Overlord's probably going to maybe get some reinforcements in the next turn, which would be good for him. So I think what we're going to do is Conan, well, he's going to definitely go on the offensive. So we're going to spend just 1 of his gems. He can spend 5. He can do quite a bit. So he can spend 1 gem to attack one of the hyenas. Now he has no weapon, so all he gets is 1 red die. But 1 red die is pretty capable of killing the hyenas because they have no defense. So let's see what he does. A miss. And he does not get a reroll on that unless he pays for it. I think he will. He's going to pay for it. We've got to kill these hyenas. He's going to pay for a reroll. Let's see what he gets. Okay, then he got 3 and overdid it, so he killed that hyena. We're going to spend another gem on a fight and go after this hyena. A 1, that's all it takes. He got that one. Actually, he has the ability, hold on, he has a special ability. I may take this back. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I think he has this ability. Let me see. It's called Circular Strike. When this character, oh, he doesn't have a weapon. Doesn't matter. He has to have a weapon to do it, so it's not going to help him. Okay, then we're going to spend another gem, and we're going to try and take out the last of the hyenas. He does. Okay, now he's got 3. He's going to spend 2 more to take out the big guy there. So 2 more. That's going to give him 2 red dice. That is a good ability to attack him. It's enough. You know what you know what he's going to do before he does that? He's going to use his 2 movement to go here. And a simple action doesn't require anything, so he's going to pick this item up. I believe that's a simple action. I'm going to double check just to be sure, because then he's going to huck it at the other guy and try and kill him more effectively. So let me look up the simple action. You know, they need a slightly better... They got these great cards that show the skills, but the thing that's missing is a card that just shows the basic stuff. Need that too. So let me look at I think it's a simple action to, or simple manipulation rather, to pick up the items. I'm going to check. I'm trying to find it. I may have to pause so I don't waste your time. I think I will perform a simple manipulation. Hero assigns 1 gem, so I'm going to have to assign a gem to pick something up. So he'll do that. He'll assign 1 gem to simple manipulation to pick up this javelin. Okay, and then he's going to huck it at this guy here, which is going to give him 3 red dice. That is pretty darn good, because he's going to use the last 2 of his gems to try and kill that thing. That way the Overlord's going to have to make some serious decisions about what he's going to do there. So we're going to have a total of 3 red dice to roll. We should kill this guy, even though he's got some armor going on. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, he got 2. That's not enough. That guy has 2. He does not have any rerolls, and the spear, the javelin, does not reroll, so that attack failed. That was awful. Wow. Wow, awful, awful. That was really bad. And that was Conan. So let's go to Valeria now. She is right beneath him. You know, we had a bunch of attacks going on. I'm going to get the dice off the board here. Man, Conan, you whiffed it. I can't believe it. Threw that javelin at him and totally whiffed that fight. But you know what Conan can do next turn is leave, which is probably what he's going to do. Okay, next up, Valeria is going to attack, I believe, the Orange Hunter, because they're the ones that are going to be cheapest. So she's going to spend 1 of her gems. In combat, she can spend 3. That's going to give her an orange die with her sword. It's going to give her an 2 orange dice. Both of them have a reroll. So she is going to attack this guy here. They're going to go at it and see who wins. Well, she got 3. Now I do have a gem on defense, but there's no sense in spending it on defense for the pick, because he's not likely to be able to block 2 points of damage. So we're going to call him done. The heroes had a really impressive turn this turn. Now is she going to take the green one out? I mean, the green ones are all the way back, costing 6. I don't think she needs to worry about that. I think what she'll do is move into here. She can do that because it's going to take 1 to bypass this guy and then 1 to get in there. And then she's going to use the last 2 of her combat gems to attack the picked warrior there, which will give her, again, 2 orange dice, so it's kind of a risk. She has no rerolls or anything, so this is going to be it. But, oh, she got rerolls on the dice. She didn't have to use them yet. And 3 is going to be enough. Do I want to try and defend? I think I will, guys. I think I will. Let's do that. She's going to, the Overlord's going to put this in defense. That's going to give 1 yellow, I believe it's a yellow die. I'm just going to double check when the Overlord defends. What kind of die is it? If that's the case, she may just survive this. So let me look at the book. I already know what it is. I'm 99% sure it's a yellow die. The Overlord does guard defense. Oh, it's orange die. Okay, that's even better. So an orange die to defend. Let's see if he can defend. He does not! So she killed this guy. The heroes just had a phenomenal turn, but we're not out of the woods yet because Shivadas has got to go. And he took a passive stance, so he can't actually do anything but defend himself. Bad news for him. However, Valeria might be able to duck into this hut, grab this idol, and get the heck out. We'll see. We shall see, because the orange guys are dead, so I need to flip them over, actually. There's no more of them left on the board. There's also no more hyenas left on the board, so I'm going to flip them over as well in the river. And now they're just choking up the river in the Book of Skelos. So let's continue on now with now we'll go back to the Overlord's turn. Well, the Overlord's feeling bummed because the heroes had a really good turn that turn. And so we're going to take this, we're going to put that there as the start of turn. Next part, we're going to move the turn token up to turn 6. Then we're going to take 5, 3, 4, 5, and move them to here. Now, it's a real rough turn for Zogar, or for our bad guy in this, because he doesn't have a lot he can do. So what he is going to do is use the event. So we're going to use this. We're going to take this. It's going to cost him 2. This might be the only thing he does this turn, and we're going to slide these on down. And then in this adventure, the event does something very, very specific. So I'm going to go back to the table because we're going to roll a die. We're going to get to roll a yellow die for the event. We got 1 axe. So what does that do for us? Let's see. Let's take a look at the event. It says a 0 is resolve reinforcement. We could always have just chosen the reinforcement, But this might give him some better points at the end. It says place 1 flame in a hut area with a flame. So we're going to do that. We're going to take this one and we'll place it on this hut here. So there are 2 flames there. That's going to give him possibly some extra victory points at the end of the game. Actually, now we have to place it on one that already has a flame. So that's where it's going to go. Okay, I should have taken the reinforcements, but it's too late now. I didn't. And he's going to have to spend points to get those guys out of there. So, yeah, that probably wasn't the best move. That was definitely not the best move, but I'm assuming that a couple of the heroes are going to get out this turn, and that just leaves the slippery guy who can get out if he wants to. Now he's got a whole bunch of movement points. I think he can escape the board too. I think all the heroes can. They're probably going to. So we're going to go right into the next turn. I know it's going to make it for a slightly long episode, but let's go to the next hero turn. Well, maybe we don't. If I spend all 3 of these, I can activate these guys. There's 1 left. There's 2 left on the board. I could cause trouble for the heroes. I think we're going to do that. So we're going to do that because the bad guy realizes the desperate end here. So we're going to move these guys to the back, but they're going to both activate. There's 2 of them on the board. So we're going to take this one first. We're going to move him 1 and 2 to here, and he's going to attack Valeria, who cannot defend herself or anything. So this might work out pretty well. Remember, they got 2. He's got 1 red die to attack with. Valeria has no gems to defend with. This could hurt her badly. So let's see if we succeed. Nothing. Gosh, and he can't re-roll. So that was a total waste. But at least it's going to cost her an extra movement. So she's going to have a gem to move with, which we're going to have. So they're going to get out of there. And now we have Shivadas. So the picked warrior, he is also going to roll an attack. He's not going to move. He's going to lay down flame, actually, on that hut, because he can do it. He's not going to move, so he's going to use his movement to put flame on the hut, which means that if we were here at the start of his turn, he's going to have to roll. But anyway, then he's going to attack Shivadas. Ooh, he hits Shivadas twice. Now Shivadas has dice, or defense, so he's going to spend 2 of his gems on defense. That's why he did this. So he's going to get 2 orange dice to defend against that red die. Oh man, more than blocked it. Like overkill blocked it. Okay, that really is the end of the Overlord's turn. The Overlord can't do anything else. So I think this game is going to end on turn 6. So let's see what happens now. We're going to go to the heroes phase. So I kept forgetting to move some of these guys' gems. So like all of these were actually in his fatigue zone, and so were Valeria's, because she used all her gems. Now we're just all going to take aggressive stance. So at the beginning, he's going to have these 2 go to his fatigue zone. They're all going to take aggressive stances. So he's going to get 2 back. Conan's going to get 2. She's going to get 2. And so we all have very offensive stances right there. And we're going to take their turns because really they're only going to do one thing. They're going to get the heck out. So I realized I called this evasive or slippery because I play Zombicide, but it's the same ability as in Zombicide, this evasive. The character can move as if there were no enemy characters in the character's area. So he's going to do that. He's going to go 1, 2, and then he's going to spend 2 more gems to go 1 and then off the board. He's out. Okay, he escaped. He had no treasures or anything, but he got out. Okay, and I think we're going to take a chance and not try and get any more idols or anything. We want to get out of here because the guys are starting to get hurt. We need to get out of the village. So Valeria, it's going to take her 1, 2 to move to here because she's got to get past this guy. Then she spends 1 gem to move again and put it on her movement, and she gets off the board as well. Conan, he's got nobody blocking him, so he doesn't even have to do anything. He just steps off the board. That is going to, let me go up there and show you where they stepped off up there. That is going to end the scenario. All the heroes have fled the board. So now we're going to start looking at the victory conditions and see what we get. Okay, so let's focus in on the middle of the board. I'm going to start showing you the victory conditions, and we're going to see who won. Okay, so we have 2 items in this hut. One of them is going to be a weapon. See, this is what Conan really needed, was the battle axe, but this was D over here. And way up at the top, we got 2 more. What items were in there? The Stygian artifact and the dagger. Okay, and then this one had one that we left on the board, A. So we had basically the only ones we had on the board were A and D, and then this one the Overlord gets to keep is E. So I'm going to put that little side from right there, and then we're going to get out the scenario and talk about how they score. So in this, I'm just going to run down the ones that we have. So the first one we have is A. The heroes score 2 points if a hero fled from the upper leftmost road. That is true. So this one is 2 points for the heroes. Because it would have been 3 points if Conan and Valeria had not fled from that upper north road. Okay, then we have D. The heroes score 4 points if Zogar Sog is dead. He's not. The Overlord scores 2 points if Zogar Sog is alive. So right now we're tied at 2-2. Then we have E. The heroes score 2 points if a hero fled with the idol of Yog-Kosha. Well, they did. Conan had the idol of Yog-Kosha. And the Overlord would have scored 4 points if they had not. And that's what we were betting. We're hedging our bets on. This was the one that he kept. We were hedging our bets that we could keep them from running out with Yog-Sotho's idol. The one that the heroes got rid of was the one that would have given him the bonuses for the flames, which would have meant the Overlord would have won. So we got rid of these two. We got rid of B and C in that. And so if you look at B and C, B would have been the Overlord scores 2 points if there are 3 flames in Hut 5. There weren't, but the other one was, let me see, B is, the Overlord scores 2 points if, C rather. The Overlord scores 2 points for each hero on the board, so he wouldn't have gotten that one either. So the heroes really did kind of dominate this in the end. And the Conan heroes escaped with their lives. They were pretty battered. I was wondering if they were going to win, but they had a really good last round. So that is the scenario Red Dawn. It is in the Conan Kickstarter. It is a Kickstarter add-on scenario. I don't know. I believe it would be in the retail box, but I'm not 100% sure. And you know, I have the Kickstarter, so I'm not sure what was in what. I can say that with certainty that this scenario was part of the Kickstarter bonus scenarios. So take that as it is. You may not have access to the scenario if you didn't Kickstart it. I'm not sure. But anyway, that is the scenario, guys. The Conan scenario. I think it would be fun to play this again and just be able to focus on one hero or the Overlord. I probably could have done a lot better with the Overlord if I was focused on just him and his actions. But I wasn't, and that's the way it goes. And I really like the game. The mechanics of the game, once you get them down, I made a couple mistakes here and there, but nothing dramatic. I think the biggest mistake I was not spending the extra gem on the wall wrecker. But that was the scenario. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. We're going to get something else up next. I've been kind of waiting for some things to come along, and I still have this game, and I want to talk about it because it's my fault that I haven't gotten it to the table. I haven't been able to. I feel a need. It's complex enough. I feel a need to play it with some other people a few times, and I just haven't been able to get my group to jump in and play it, even though it looks like a fantastic game. And that's Zimby Mojo by Devious Weasel Games. I'm going to talk about it and say, please try it out. I feel bad because he sent it to me to get it to the board, and I just don't feel comfortable enough playing it yet. And that sucks. So, because I want to, but there's a lot going on in the game, and I want to make sure I do it right. Maybe someone can help me out. We can play it, figure it out together. Who knows? Now, next up, I'm going to tell you that one more thing is, don't forget, guys, if you are one of my subscribers, I would hate for you to miss out on my game giveaway. I still have the thread posted, not the thread rather, but the video posted for my update. If you go there, like it and comment on where you found my channel and are a subscriber, you will be entered into the games that I show on that video. I'm going to give them away this weekend. So today is Thursday, so you got another day or so to get subscribed and get to that video and do what you got to do to win the games. Got a number of great games. The highlight, I think, is Arkham Horror and Tiny Epic Quest, or Tiny Epic Quest, or whatever you want to call it. Those are probably the two highlights that will be given away during that drawing. It was the drawing for me reaching 4,000 subscribers, which I'm well past now. So now I'm looking out for the drawing for 4,500 and then 5,000. We'll see. We'll just keep on going. It'll be a blast. But anyway, guys, thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And if you have any ideas, things you'd like to see on the show, on the table, please let me know. I really do appreciate all the feedback. I appreciate the likes, the subscribes. I appreciate the comments. I even appreciate people sometimes making negative comments because at least I know they're watching. And if but I do this for fun, guys. And if I turn this into a big money maker or something, then you have the right to, I guess, beat me up over it. But I don't. So let's just keep that in mind. I'm not doing a huge production here, though. I do have some ideas that I still want to get to do. And I'm going to do them. It's just a matter of time. So guys, thanks again. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everything. I hope you enjoyed Red Dawn, this Conan, the board game scenario. I want to do some more of them. I want to get into some of the add-ons to take you to different areas of the Conan world and see how those go. So that'd be really, really fun. So guys, thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you next time.